In a daring and daunting 40-hour operation, the Indian Navy on Saturday forced 35 Somali pirates to surrender and rescued 17 crew members held hostage on a hijacked ship. The rescued vessel carried over 37,800 tons of cargo worth $1 million. The dramatic high-octane operation was carried out by India on the high seas 2,600 kilometers from the Indian coast. The Maltese-flagged merchant vessel Ruyan was rescued amid firing by both sides. The operation, which was overseen by the country's top security body, saw marine commandos MARCOS being airdropped into the high sea by a C-17 aircraft of the Air Force with their craft. The operation also saw the use of Sea Guardian drones besides helicopter and stealth-guided missile destroyer INS Kolkata and patrol vessel INS Subhadra of the Navy. While conducting surveillance, the Indian Navy detected the hijacked bulk cargo vessel Ruyan and directed its warship INS Kolkata to intercept it. The warship sailed over 2,600 kilometers and cornered the vessel on Friday morning. The ship was being used by pirates for 3 months after it was hijacked on December 14th. A ship-launched drone approached the hijacked ship and confirmed the presence of armed pirates on it. But seeing the drone, the pirates opened fire and shot it down. In a video shared by the Navy, a pirate is seen walking onto the deck of the ship and aiming his gun at the aircraft hovering over the vessel. He then begins firing. In response, INS Kolkata disabled the ship's steering system and navigation aids to force the pirates to surrender and release the hostages. On Saturday, the Navy successfully took control of the ship with support from patrol vessel INS Subhadra, high-altitude long-endurance drones, and P-8I maritime patrol aircraft. A squad of 8 marine commandos, MARCOS Prahars, were also airdropped by a C-17 aircraft onto the vessel to detain the pirates and safely evacuate the crew. No injuries were sustained during the operation, the Navy said, adding that the ship had been checked for illegal arms, ammunition, and contraband. Sources said after the pirates opened fire at the naval assets earlier in the day after being intercepted, INS Kolkata had opened aggressive warning fire to show that it meant business. The sources said that these were warning shots close to the hijacked vessel from the helicopter and the ship and not directly at the pirates in order to prevent any kind of casualties among the crew on board. Sources added that the firing by the pirates was relayed back to the Navy headquarters, which gave the captain of INS Kolkata permission to take whatever action was deemed fit to prevent the pirates from escaping, even as they coordinated with the security establishment and the Air Force for a plan of action. A call was then made to airdrop multiple marine commandos onto the zone of operation to force the arrest of the pirates. Accordingly, a C-17 aircraft took off from a base in India with marine commandos on board who were airdropped into the area, while INS Subhadra was also diverted. The Marines landed on the high seas along with their craft and maneuvered towards the hijacked ship, even as warning shots were fired to dissuade the pirates from taking any action. The high-tempo operation saw the pirates dropping their arms and being taken into custody. According to reports on Sunday morning, the pirates and the MV Ruyan were expected to be brought back to India in the day. In that case, this is the first time in years that pirates are brought back to the country to face trial and not allowed to move out. This is because the pirates opened fire on the Navy. Meanwhile, this was not the first time that the Navy intercepted MV Ruyan.